Alright, hello and welcome everybody. Today is Friday, January 7th, 2022. And today excuse me. Alright. Sorry guys, I had a sneeze. Okay, so I have a big fire alarm system update for you. This is not a system test or anything like that. And the new device that I was promising you that's going to be in system test 30 is going to have to wait because it has not arrived yet, but Caitlin will give it to me soon, probably tomorrow or next week or something like that, because it has not arrived because they weren't making deliveries due to the snow weather, and we finally got our power back the other night actually, because the power was out through Monday through Wednesday night, and the power came back on like 5-ish p.m. and we finally got our power back, and also everything is pretty much back to normal. So I'm just trying to make this video really quick because it is 3:01 p.m. and I do have to get ready for work real soon, and just making this quick little update, and this video will be directly uploaded after work when I get home tonight. Alright? Because the reason why I'm making this video pointing at the fire alarm panel, because to the left of the panel, that's right, the ancient release control system has a little upgrade. So what is this thing? This is a Firelight Alarms by Honeywell ANN-80 remote annunciator control. This is an annunciator, and it's really cool, and it's amazing, and it actually works for this panel, and I'm so surprised that this annunciator is compatible for this panel, and this panel can handle annunciators, and I'm really surprised about that. It's got 2 wires coming out of the back. This is a 4-wire annunciator. Pretty much all annunciators are 4-wire, pretty much. It's connected to the bottom auxiliary output at the bottom of the panel. So you have the wires coming in from right there. It goes down and it's connected right there. So this auxiliary output on the left is not for annunciators. It's for monitor module controls or something like that. Like I did back in a couple of my system tests when I had that monitor module in there. I don't know if you could see it, but it's buried under the smoke detectors in that little box. So anyways, and how I hooked this up, I had to look up the instructions, the Firelight instructions online to how to hook this up, and I had to follow the instructions. It was a 2-page owner's manual that was on the website, and I just decided to look that up so I can easily wire this up without asking a technician on the phone for help. But if I trying to reach a technician, it would be just a waste of time. So that's all there is to it. But I'll explain more about it later. But 2 wires, it gets power from 2 wires, and then it uses the other 2 wires for communication between the annunciator and the panel. As you can see, the annunciator takes a standard Firelight key, and I'm so surprised this annunciator came with the key, so I don't have to pull the key off my keychain, so I can just leave the key in this keyhole right here. See, it takes a 17003 Firelight key. It's got the Firelight logo on it. And as you can see, when the annunciator doesn't have the key, or the key has not been turned, let Let me set this down for a second because putting the key back in the keyhole takes 2 hands. There we go. Okay. As you can see, the annunciator is completely disabled because the key has been turned to the off position, the locked position, so the buttons are completely disabled. The annunciator still beeps. See? You can't reset the system, you can't acknowledge anything, you cannot silence, you cannot do the drill feature either. Well, in order to operate the buttons, you have to turn the key to the unlocked position, so you have to turn it to on. So with most annunciators, you have to use a key to turn it to on. So that way, if you want to acknowledge the panel, silence or reset, or even reset the system, this thing doesn't like to stand up. So anyways, like I'm going to try that again, hit reset. You can see, yeah, I'm so surprised that this annunciator works really well with the system, and I'm really surprised when I thought that this annunciator was not compatible for the system. I just wanted to get this annunciator. I spent $148 for this annunciator, plus shipping and taxes and all that stuff. And I can also do this. Hold it down, and then I can put it in drill mode. And you can see that strobe's flashing. Both the annunciator and the panel. I'm going to acknowledge that, since the key is in the unlocked position. But if you try if you turn the key to lock, you can't silence or acknowledge or reset the system. The key has to be turned to the on position. So that's how these annunciators work, because you would basically find annunciators in the lobby or something like that, and just in case if anyone can't find in case the technician can't find the fire panel, the main fire panel, but they can go to the annunciator to turn off the fire alarms if they needed to. And go ahead and hit silence. Yep. This is basically a basic controller for the annunciator. And it has the up and down arrows right there, so you could scroll through what's in alarm, what it is, where it is, and stuff like that. Or if the panel has troubles, then you could scroll through the troubles too, and you can do the acknowledge, silence, reset, or do the drill feature. That's pretty much all this annunciator can do. That's basically all it can do. You cannot do any programming or anything like that. This is just a remote annunciator. You can't program anything, you can't disable points, you can't bypass anything, you can't change any programs in the system. The only way to do that is you have to be at the main. You can only do it right here. Because this is the main panel. You have to be at the main control panel to do all that, because the main panel has all of the controllers. This one does not. This is just a remote annunciator. The buttons look very similar to the ones on the panel, but let's just go ahead and reset. So that's basically all it is. So when you hold down drill for 2 seconds when the key's unlocked, it's just going to put the system into alarm. And I know this thing doesn't like to stand up, so let's acknowledge, silence, and reset the system. And I do have a custom of using this annunciator, guys, so this is a very neat Firelight alarms by Honeywell annunciator, and I finally got an annunciator, guys. So I'm very glad that I got it hooked up to the system, and it's a pretty neat upgrade that I put on the system. So it's really great, and the LCD screens are the same. The maintenance LEDs behind the words on the rubber are just like this one right here, except the AC power light is on the top left, and on the annunciator the AC power is on the bottom right, and it's really, really cool. So, and you can also see we're gonna put the system into an alarm. I'm not gonna activate the pull station today. We're just gonna use a smoke detector because I'm a little bit lazy to reset the pull station right now. Alright, let's give it a good shake. Let's put the system into alarm. See what it does. As you can see, both of the systems are in a both the annunciator and the main control panel is in alarm. So, anyways, I think that's all there is to it. Now let's go ahead, acknowledge, silence, and let's go ahead and reset. Whoops. There's still smoke in the smoke detector. Sorry about that, folks. I only have a strobe only fire alarm hooked up right now. I just didn't want to hook up a horn strobe because my brother is asleep and I don't want to wake him up. Okay, as you can see, the smoke detector is in alarm. 2-wire smoke, no smoking area. It's the same description on both the panel and the annunciator. So anyways, let's put a reset in the system. So let's hope the panel doesn't go back into an alarm. Okay, no alarms present. The system's reading normal. So anyways, so this annunciator will be in my next test, guys. So I believe this is a pretty neat upgrade that I put on my system. So I will be using the annunciator more often in my system tests, but sometimes I will use my panel in a pinch sometimes, but I figured putting that annunciator would make it easy to acknowledge, silence, and reset the system if the system goes into an alarm for whatever reason. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very, very neat upgrade, and I just wanted to make a video really quick because I gotta end the video quickly because I need to get ready for work in about 15 minutes, and I need to get ready and drive back to the base and get back to the mess hall so I can get the other half of my shift done. But the video will be uploaded tonight when I get home from work. So, anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this excellent upgrade of my system. So I'm gonna turn the annunciator off to lock it. So what the lock does, it keeps people from messing with the fire system, because most fire alarm panels are usually locked in some electrical rooms. And what the annunciator is basically for is if the fire marshal can't find the main control panel to turn off the fire alarms, they can just use this. That's because annunciators do come in handy for certain types of situations. It's really neat. I'm glad I've bought it, and It's a very neat upgrade. I wanted to get an annunciator for a very long time. I've waited ever since I got this panel for 2.5 years, and I finally installed an annunciator on it. The reason why I didn't get an annunciator at first because they were pretty expensive, so I found this one for $150. So, and guys, for the MSJ, please give him some more time. He will be back with you with more fire alarms pretty soon, guys. Please give him time. But, please don't make any assumptions, and don't make any assumptions for me either. We are trying to give you more videos out. Okay? So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that will be it. And thank you all for watching. So, I'll see you guys later. And please like and subscribe and hit the bell. So, thank you very much.